So good morning all my dear students. I'll go with the next part of probability distributions. So in my previous videos we had solved few problems on binomial distribution, correct? So what I'll do now is I'll solve around 2 or 3 problems on binomial distribution, then I'll go for Poisson distribution. So this is my next problem, which is one more important problem in binomial. In 800 families with 5 children each, how many families would have be expected to have 3 boys, 5 girls, either 2 or 3 boys, at most 2 girls, by assuming that the probability of boy and girls are equal. Okay. So what they're telling is there are 800 families, okay, with 5 children each. Now my question is, what is the value of n? Is n 800 family or 5 children? Be careful my dear students, see the question carefully. Your question contains boys and girls, means children. So here the value of n, whatever I take, it should be the children value, that is n is equal to 5. So there are 5 children of how many families? 800 families, means one family there are how many children? In each family there are 5 children. So totally how many families are there? 800 families are there, correct? So out of those 800 families, they are asking you how many families would have only 3 boys, or all 5 are girls, or either 2 or 3 boys, or at most 2 girls. Okay, are you clear with the question? Okay. So what is the value of P and Q in this case, my dear students? See, probability of success or failure is children, right? Children means you can have boy or girl. So P will be 1 by 2 and Q will be 1 by 2, obviously. Correct, boy or girl, right? It's same like head or tail. Okay, or it's like pass or fail. So whenever you get such type of options, no, it is always 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Okay, and n is how much? 5. So I'll just write the formula NCX P par x into Q par n minus x with n equal to 5. So I'm just simplifying it for my this one, that's it. Okay, dear students, if you want to keep it as it is and then go on solving, no one will ask you. Okay, I just simplified it as I have taken 1 by 2 power 5 outside, 5cx as it is, and then or I have written it as 5cx divided by 32, because 1 by 2 to the power x and 1 by 2 to the power minus x will get cancelled, no? So this would be easy to simplify, that's why I have written like this. Okay, it's not like it is required to simplify, you can keep these terms as it is and go on solving the questions. Okay, since there are how many families? 800 families. Remember one thing, they are not asking you to find the probability of 3 boys and all, they are asking you how many would be there in 800 families. So you have to multiply each answers by 800. So I am doing this at the beginning only, so I am writing it as 800 into 5cx divided by 32, or that is equal to simplification 25 into 5cx. You know why I am doing this simplification is my next steps would be easy, you know, simply writing those again and again. Instead of that we are simplifying it, that's it. Okay, so my first question, what was the first question? How many families would be expected to have 3 boys? So 3 means take x equal to 3 directly, because they are telling you that boys and girls are equal in a family. They may assuming that girls and boys are equal, so directly take x equal to 3. See, here we have taken girl and boy, the probability of girl and boy are same, right? So that is f equal to 3, you take 3 girls, 3 boys, then 5 girls. So means 5 girls means what? All are x 0, I mean first case, so x equal to 0 we have to take. Either 2 or 3 boys, so f of 2 plus f of 3. 2 boys or 3 boys. We are taking a probability of success P as for what? Boys. That's why it is 2 boys or 3 boys. Okay, 2 or 3, or means plus and means multiplication. Remember that. So calculate it, we'll get 500. So there may be, we can expect that 500 families will be having with 2 or 3 boys. Last question is important. At most 2 girls, by assuming the probability of boy and girl to be equal. So at most 2 girls means what? There may be either 0 girls or 1 girl or 2 girls, correct? So this is how I am writing. The family can have 5 boys and 0 girls, or 4 boys and 1 girl, or 3 boys and 2 girls, correct? At most means what? Maximum 2 girls can be there, not more than that. So at most andre ಏನು, ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ there can be maximum of 2 girl child. Okay, So maximum of 2 girl child means what are the possibilities? There may be 0 girls, or there may be 1 girl, or there may be 2 girls. So if there are 0 girls, then the remaining 5 children are boys only. If there is 1 girl, then 4 are boys. If there are 2 girls, then 3 are boys. So it's like probability of f of 5 plus f of 4 plus f of 3, because we have taken success for boys, so we are taking 5 plus 4 plus 3, and already that 800 we had multiplied here, so directly you write the answer, we get 400. So expected number of families with at most 2 girls is 400. Okay. Okay, this is one more different kind of problem, which very not regularly asked question, but to be on safer side I'll do it. 5 dice were thrown 96 times, and the number of times an odd number actually turned out in the experiment is given. So this whatever they have given is odd terms. Okay, fit the binomial to this data and calculate the expected frequencies. Okay, so how to fit now? So first, probability of getting odd numbers means 1, 3, 5. So probability of success is what? Success means when we get a odd number, it is like we have 1. So there are 3 possibilities, either I might get 1, 3 or 5. So 3 possibilities out of how many chances? 6 possibilities. So 3 by 6, or that is equal to 1 by 2. If P is 1 by 2, then Q is also equal to 1 by 2. And let X denotes the number of times the odd turns out. How many times it is turning out? 96 times. Sorry, how many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times, correct? So probability of X is equal to NCX P power X into Q power N minus X. Okay, so where N is equal to 5. See here, getting 1, 3 or 5, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N equal to 5. So P of X, I have simplified it again, my dear students. As I said, 1 by 2 X and 1 by 2 to the power minus X will get cancelled. So 1 by 2 to the power 5 into 5cx. Since 5 dice are thrown here, see here, 5 dice, so N is equal to 5. 5 dice are thrown 96 times. So the expected frequencies are obtained from f of x is equal to 96 px, correct? So 96 into probability of x. Probability of x is 1 by 2 per 5 into 5cx. Because there are how many times we are throwing this? 96 times. So it's like we are taking 5 dice and we are throwing it how many times? 96 times. Okay. So out of that, expected frequencies are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That they have given you. Like observed frequency 1, observed frequency of 1 is 10, observed frequency of 2 is 24. Okay, observed means what we get. So now how do you calculate this observed frequency or expected frequency? See, the fit a binomial distribution means only this one. Okay, no problem at all, that is done. Now I am going to answer your expected frequencies, correct? So you have to just go on taking x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So see here, f of x is equal to, I have just taken what is that f of x again, as I said, 96 into 1 by 2 per 5 into 5cx, or it, when I simplify it will become 3 into 5cx. So expected frequency f of 0 is 3, expected frequency of 1 is 15, expected frequency of 2 is 30. Similar way 3 is also 30, 4 is 15, 5 is 3. So my expected or theoretical frequencies are 5, 3, 5, 30, 30, 15 and 3. Okay, this is a simple example, but not so important, but to be on the safer side you just go through it. Okay, similar way I have another problem over here. 4 coins are tossed 100 times and the following results were obtained. Fit the binomial distribution for the data and calculate the theoretical frequencies. Same as the previous problem, my dear students, you try it by yourself. I'll just go on showing you the answers. If you want, you can just make a note of that and try explanation. I'll not do it. So you should get 7, 26, 37, 24 and 6. Okay. Okay. So that was one, and here I had left with one problem. I'm just doing it now. A lot contains 1% of defective items. Okay, there is a lot which contains 1% of defective item. What should be the number n of items in the random sample so that the probability of finding at least one defective in it is at least 0.75. There are two times word at least repeated. Observe carefully. So 1% defective means what? P is equal to 1 by 100, or that is equal to 0.01. If P is 0.01, Q is 0.99. So let X denotes the number of defective items. So NCX, P per X, Q per N minus X. I have just substituted the values of P and Q. N should be kept as it is because they have not mentioned what should be the number they have asked. So that N is left as it is. Okay. So now we need to find N such that the probability of finding at least one defective. At least one defective means what? Probability of X greater than or equal to 1 is, see the word here, read it, is at least 0.75. Again at least, so again greater than or equal to 0.75. Am I right? Correct? So it's like 1 minus probability of X less than 1 is greater than or equal to 0.75, or 1 minus probability of 0 is greater than or equal to 0.75. So take X equal to 0 over here. So NC0 is 1. Anything raised to the power 0 is also 1. So 0.99 to the power n minus 0 will remain, or that is 1 minus 0.99 greater than or equal to 0.75. Simplify it. How to simplify, my dear students? You just take this minus 0.99 to the power n to the other side and 0.75 to the other side. So 1 minus 0.75 is 0.25, which is greater than or equal to 0.99. Now how will you solve for n? N is in the power. So whenever anything is in the power, if you want to solve it, you have to take log on both sides, ln on both sides. You have to press ln in the calculator. So log of 0.25 is greater than or equal to, what is log of a to the power b? B log a. So it will become n into log of 0.99, or n is simply less than or equal to log of 0.25 divided by 0.99, or that is equal to 137.93, or the value of n is how much? 138. So this is a value, this is a way how we have to find n if they ask. Even this type of problem is only one problem, so go through it carefully. If your nasib is not good, they might ask you this question. Okay, hope you are understood. Since there is at least two times, we have put greater than or equal to twice here. See here, at least one defective in it is at least 0.75, correct? Since there are two at least, we have to be very careful. So I have put 2 greater than or equal to, and go on solving that and find the value of n. That's it. Okay. Yes. So these were all the problems on binomial distribution, my dear students. The next set of problems, whatever I teach you, is on Poisson distribution. Okay. So before going into, I'll just go with the basic definitions which I had said once. Okay. So Poisson distribution is given by what? M power x e to the power minus m divided by x factorial. But what is that m? M is nothing but n into p. Okay. Where p is very small, I mean probability of success is very small, and n is very large. Okay. And its mean and variance are same, mu m m. Okay. And standard deviation is root of variance or root of m. Okay. So now we'll solve problems on this. So this is my next problem, which is one more important problem in binomial. In 800 families with 5 children each, how many families would have be expected to have 3 boys, 5 girls, either 2 or 3 boys, at most 2 girls, by assuming that the probability of boy and girls are equal? Okay. So what they're telling is there are 800 families, okay, with 5 children each. Now my question is, what is the value of n? Is n 800 family or 5 children? Be careful, my dear students. See the question carefully. Your question contains boys and girls, means children. So here the value of n, whatever I take, it should be the children value, that is n is equal to 5. So there are 5 children of how many families? 800 families, means one family there are how many children? In each family there are 5 children. So totally how many families are there? 800 families are there, correct? So out of those 800 families, they are asking you how many families would have only 3 boys, or all 5 are girls, or either 2 or 3 boys, or at most 2 girls. Okay, are you clear with the question? Okay. So what is the value of p and q in this case, my dear students? See, probability of success or failure is children, right? Children means you can have boy or girl. So P will be 1 by 2 and Q will be 1 by 2, obviously. Correct, boy or girl? Right? It's same like head or tail. Okay, or it's like pass or fail. So whenever you get such type of options, no, it is always 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Okay, and n is how much? 5. So I'll just write the formula NCX P power x into Q power n minus x with n equal to 5. So I'm just simplifying it for my this one. That's it. Okay, dear students, if you want to keep it as it is and then go on solving, no one will ask you. Okay, I just simplified it as I have taken 1 by 2 power 5 outside, 5cx as it is, and then or I have written it as 5cx divided by 32, because 1 by 2 to the power x and 1 by 2 to the power minus x will get cancelled, no? So this would be easy to simplify, that's why I have written like this. Okay, it's not like it is required to simplify, you can keep these terms as it is and go on solving the questions. Okay, since there are how many families? 800 families. Remember one thing, they are not asking you to find the probability of 3 boys and all, they are asking you how many would be there in 800 families. So you have to multiply each answers by 800. So I am doing this at the beginning only, so I am writing it as 800 into 5cx divided by 32. When I take x equal to 0, I will get 121. When I take x equal to 1, I will get 61. When I take x equal to 2, I will get 15. When I take x equal to 3, I will get 3. And when I take x equal to 4, I will get 0. So my theoretical frequencies are 121, 61, 15, 3 and 0. Okay, same as binomial, even in Poisson also we do the same way. This is one more problem for you to work out, my dear students. Okay, same procedure you follow, I am show you the answers. Okay, if you want to make a note of this. From here your actual problem starts off Poisson distribution. Okay, so let me see what is the first problem. In a certain factory turning out, this is a very important problem, my dear students, so go through this carefully. Okay, repeatedly they have asked in your VTU question papers. In a certain factory turning out razor blades, there is a small probability of 1 by 500 of blade to be defective. So if you check here, my probability of success is very small, correct? 1 by 500 means 0.05. 0.005, correct? It's very small. So the blades, after that, the blades are supplied in packets of 10. Okay, use Poisson distribution to calculate the approximate number of packets containing no defective blades, 1 defective blade, 2 defective blades in a consignment of 10,000 packets. So it's like blade packet. In a blade packet, how many blades will be there? 10 blades is there. Out of that 10 blade, the defective probability is how much? 1 by 500 means 0.005, correct? So then ಆ ತರದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು? How many packets of blades are there? 10,000 packets are there, correct? So we have to calculate for the 10,000 packets. Okay, so probability of a defective blade is 1 by 500, or that is equal to 0.002. I am sorry, I said 0.005. Next, in a packet of 10 means what? N equal to 10. But they have asked me to solve it using binomial Poisson distribution. So in my Poisson distribution, I have m power x, correct? So what is m? M is equal to np always. In the theory I had said due. So n is 10, p is 0.02, so we get 0.002, we get m as 0.02. So my probability distribution p of x is equal to m power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. So m is e, okay, first I have written e to the power minus m, e to the power minus 0.02, m is 0.02 x to the power x divided by x factorial. And we have to calculate it for how much? 10,000 packets. So you multiply by 10,000 and call it as function of x. So 10,000 into probability of x. So simplification will give me this much. Okay. Now in the place of x, first question, no defective means how much I should take? X equal to 0. 1 defective means how much I should take? X equal to 1. 2 defective means x equal to 2. So no defective. When I take x equal to 0 here, I will get how many packets? So there are 9,802 packets out of 10,000 with the no defective blades. Obviously, see, when the defective percentage is very less, obviously the number of packets also will be more. I mean, the defective iruvantaha packets will be also very less, correct? So out of 10,000, how many packets will have no defective blades? 9,800 approximately. So probability of one defective blade. So out of this 10,000 packets, how many will be having one defective blade? Take x equal to 1. Probably 196 packets might have one defective blade, correct? See how beautifully these calculations will go on, correct? So without these probability terms, can you just tell me directly with the simple calculations? Not at all possible. Think in experimental point of view. See what they did, they took one blade packet, in that they checked what is the probability of defective one, correct? Then they went on calculating for 10,000 packets. If is so easy, it will be so easy, right, to calculate. Same way in sensors also they will be doing the same procedure, okay? And finally, probability of two defective blades is f of 2. So wherever x is there, you take 2, so we'll get how much? 2 packets with 2 defective blades. Obviously, see, when defective percentage is 0.002, how can you expect 2 defective blades with more number of packets? Not possible. So out of 10,000, there will be only 2 defective blades, 2 defective packets, okay, with 2 blades, 2 defective blades. Clear? Okay. Next problem. The number of accidents in a year to a taxi driver in a city follows a Poisson distribution with mean 3. Mean 3 means what? Directly m equal to how much? 3. Yes. So directly they have given you m is 3. Out of 10,000 taxi drivers, find approximately the number of drivers with no accident in a year and more than 3 accident in a year. So there are 10,000, they are doing this for 10,000 taxi drivers, and they are asking you in a year how many drivers will have no accident and how many drivers will have more than 3 accidents. So by data mu is 3, m is 3, you just simplify it and keep, and you have to multiply by 1000 because you are calculating it for 1000 drivers. So 1000 into p of x, so 1000 into 3 power x, e power minus 3 divided by x factorial. So when you simplify it, you will get 50 into 3 power x divided by x factorial. Now first question, no accident means what? Take x equal to 0. So there will be 50 auto drivers who will be having no accidents. Next, with more than 3 accidents means what? More than 3 means greater than or equal to 3. More than 3, not more than or equal to 3. Be careful, my dear students, I will just write it down. More than 3 means what? It's only probability of x greater than 3, not greater than or equal to 3. Please be careful here, see the wordings carefully. They are telling you just more than 3 accidents. They are not telling more than or equal to 3. So more than 3 means x greater than 3, correct? Greater than 3 means what? Up to where you will calculate? Will you go on doing it for 1000 terms? 3, I mean 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 1000? No. That is simply utter nonsense. So what you have to do? We have to go for reverse engineering procedure. So we can write this probability of x greater than 3 as 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 3. Am I right? Or simply 1 minus probability of 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. Calculate it, my dear students, and see what you will get. So that is 1000 into 0.35, or that is equal to 350. So 350 auto drivers will be having more than 3 accidents in a year. Got an idea how to do it? So in here f of 0, this 1000 was multiplied here only, but here we multiplied it later. See here, because the calculation was lengthy, so we have multiplied it later. Okay. So my dear students, what you do? Okay, 2% of fuse manufactured by a firm are found to be defective. So 2% is defective, that's it. Find the probability a box contain 200 fuses with no defective fuse, 3 or more defective fuse. Can't you people try this by yourself? Is it not very simple and easy as we did in the previous problem? Right? Okay. So just see here. So probability of defective fuse is 2 by 100, 0.02. So my mean mu is equal to NP. There are how many fuses? 200. So 200 into 0.02, or that is equal to 4. So M is 4. Okay. How do you come to know that we have to apply Poisson distribution here? That if you see the value of probability of success, that is only 0.02, right? So obviously the success rate is very less, or it is almost equal to 0. So it's better to apply Poisson distribution. Or if you check, the value of n is 200, right? The value of n is almost more. That's why you have to go for Poisson distribution. So m power x into e power minus m divided by x factorial. Simplify it and keep. Now they are asking you find the probability. Find the probability means you have to find out probability only. Don't multiply again with the final answer with 200. Don't do that stupid things, my dear students. Okay, they are asking you find the probability only. The word probability is there, means obviously your answer should be bit below 1. Okay. So probability with no defective fuse means take x equal to 0, 0.0183. Probability with 3 or more defective means what? Greater than or equal to 3. 3 or more. See the wordings. 3 or more means greater than or equal to 3. So we can have either 3 or more than 3. So can you calculate more than 3 means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 200? Will you go on adding? No. That's why we have to go for reverse engineering process. That is 1 minus probability of x less than 3. Correct? Less than 3 means 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus probability of sorry, 3 you should not do, because 3 or more means 3 will be included there. So here you should not include. Okay. So you calculate it, you will get 0.761 probability with 3 or more defective blades or fuses. Okay. Okay. Next, if the probability of a bad reaction from a certain injection is 0.0001, determine the chance that out of 2000 individuals, more than 2 will get a bad reaction. Can't you do it by yourself? My dear students, take this as a homework. Okay. So what is the value of P here? 0.001. Probability of success rate is 0.001. And what is N? 2000. What you have to calculate? More than 2 will get a bad reaction. Probability of chance means probability only. Okay. Probability of x more than or equal to, greater than or equal to, more than 2, greater than 2. Okay. X greater than 2. Try it by yourself. I will just show you the answer. It is 0.3233. Okay. Okay. One more important problem, my dear students. A communication channel receives an independent pulses at the rate of 12 pulses per microsecond. The probability of transmission error is 0.001 for each microseconds. Compute the probabilities with no error during a microsecond, 1 error per microsecond, sorry, at least 1 error per microsecond, 2 errors or at most 2 errors. So my first question is, what is the value of your n? Or have they given you m directly? No, they have not given you m. They have given you p. See here, the probability of transmission error is 0.001. So the value of p is how much? See, 0.001. And n is how much? 12, right? So mu is equal to, or m is equal to 12 into 0.001 or 0.012. So probability of x is equal to, by binomial Poisson distribution, m power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. So e to the power minus 0.02 into 0.012 to the power x divided by x factorial. Okay. Now I'll go for the first question. A very simple one. With no error means take x equal to 0. We'll get 0.98. With 1 error means take x equal to 1. We'll get 0.01. With at least 1 error means what? At least means what did I tell you in the previous video? At least means greater than or equal to. At most means less than or equal to. So greater than or equal to 1. Instead of going greater than or equal to 1 means what? You have to go on adding plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 up to 12. Better to go for 1 minus reverse engineering process, 1 minus probability of x less than equal probability of x less than 1, or that is 1 minus probability of 0. Okay, hope you can do it. Since we have done this many times, I have written it directly. So it is 1 minus p of 0, it is 0.01193. Next, 2 errors, so directly take x equal to 2, you will get 0.000071. Very less case chances of getting 2 errors, correct? And finally, at most 2 errors means what? Less than or equal to 2. I am telling you again and again, my dear students, at least means greater than or equal to 2, at most means less than or equal to 2. So please don't get confused. Okay, so it will be probability of 0 plus probability of 1 plus probability of 2. Okay, so just calculate it, my dear students, will get it as approximately 1. Now, so there are no chances of getting probability of at most 2 errors. Okay, next question. A shop has 4 diesel generator sets which it hires every day. The demand of a generator set on an average is a Poisson variate with mean value 5 by 2. Obtain the probability that on a particular day there was no demand and had a demand which has to be refused. See, the second question is quite interesting, correct? Okay, let me see what you will do. So my directly they have given me mean demand of the generator is 5 by 2, that is 2.5. So I'll just substitute it directly. Probability of x equal to m power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. So now first case is direct one. When there was no demand means x equal to 0. Okay. A demand has to be refused means what? Had to be refused. What to do? Any idea? Second one, how to answer it? A demand had to be refused means what? A shop has 4 diesel generator. In that a demand which has to be refused. What to do? See here. If a demand has to be refused, then should have been a demand for more than 4 generators. Am I right? When I can refuse? When there are more than 4 generators, I can refuse my demand, right? Because there are only 4 generators with me. All the 4 generators have been booked. So then if I get another demand for a generator, how can I give them? Not possible. So it's like probability of x greater than 4. We have to calculate. Instead of calculating greater than 4, I can go for 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 4. Calculate it. 1 minus p of 0 plus p of 1 plus p of 2, 3, 4. So when I simplify that, I'll get 0.108. Okay, probability of a demand has to be refused means greater than 4. Don't get confused. See, such simple things only you will do mistakes in the exam, my dear students. Okay, so all these problems will be asked for 6 or 7 marks only, not less than that. Okay, next problem. The probability that a news reader commits no mistake in reading the news is 1 by e to the power 3. Find the probability that a particular news broadcast he commits only 2 mistakes or more than 3 mistakes or at most 3 mistakes. So taking a note of the probability in the given data, that is 1 by e to the power 3, I am writing it as e to the power minus 3. We consider the Poisson distribution. So m to the power x e to the power minus m divided by x factorial. So probability of x equal to 0 is equal to e to the power minus 3, right? Am I right? See here, with no mistake. See, read the question. The probability that the reader commits no mistake means probability of x equal to 0. Directly they have given me the value, that is e to the power minus 3. So therefore we have e to the power minus m. You just compare here, correct? When I take x equal to 0 here, what will I get? M to the power 0 is 1, 0 factorial is 1. So e to the power minus m is equal to e to the power minus 3. So what is the value of m when I compare? M equal to 3. So very important point, my dear students. Read the question carefully. Instead of giving the value of m directly, they had given me the value of probability of no mistake in reading the newspaper or in reading the news. So probability of x equal to 0, directly they have given me the value, that is e to the power minus 3. Using this condition, I have to find the value of m. How did I find out? Just take x equal to 0 here. So when I take x equal to 0, m to the power 0 is 1, e to the power minus m will remain, x factor is also 1. So e to the power minus m is equal to e to the power minus 3. So when I compare here, I will get m is equal to 3. Are you clear? So if they don't give the value of m, this is the way how you have to calculate. Now I got my m, so I can just substitute my probability of x. So it will be e to the power minus 3 into 3 to the power x divided by x factorial. Now I can answer the questions whatever they have asked very easily. Correct? Only two mistakes. So only two mistakes means take x equal to 2, I'll get 0.22. Committing more than 3 mistakes, so greater than 3, they are not telling you more than or equal to, it is simply more than 3 mistakes means greater than 3. So instead of doing all the values greater than 3, you can go for reverse engineering. I can write it as 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 3. So just calculate that, 1 minus probability of 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, so we'll get 0.3528. Then committing at most 3 mistakes, at most means what did I tell you? Less than or equal to 3. Less than or equal to means probability of 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. So that will get 0.6472. Okay. Okay. Quite interesting problem. The probabilities of a Poisson variate takes the values 3 and 4 are equal. Calculate the probability of the variate taking the values 0 and 1. What they are telling you? 3 and 4 will take equal values and they are asking you to calculate the value of 0 and 1. So we have probability of x is equal to m power x e to the power minus m divided by x power 4. Since first condition is probability of 3 is equal to probability of 4 by data, just equate it. M cube is into e to the power minus m divided by x power 4, 3 factorial. M power 4 into e to the power minus m, it should have been minus m. No, here we should take, yeah, this should have been m, my dear students, I am sorry. So this e power m will get cancelled, m cube divided by 6, m power 4 divided by 24, you calculate m is equal to 4. Okay. Now can't I take the values, can I check for 0 and 1? Yes, easily. So my probability of x will become e to the power minus 4, 4 power x by x factorial, take x equal to 0 and 1. That's it, finished. Is it not easy? See, instead of giving m, so these are the ways of asking the questions, okay. So 3 equal to 4. So take x equal to 3, x equal to 4. This should have been e power minus m, okay. E power minus m, e power minus m will get cancelled. I'll just correct it. So this is e power m, okay. So now if you check, e power m and e power m will get cancelled, minus m and minus m. So now calculate for m. 1m will remain here. So 6m is equal to 24 or m is equal to 4. Substitute that here and find whatever the. So this is my last problem in Poisson distribution, my dear students. If x follows the law such that p of x equal to 2 is 2 by 3, probability of x equal to 1, sorry, 2 by 3 into probability of x equal to 1, find probability of x equal to 0 and x equal to 3. So means what? When I take x equal to 2 here, I will get 2 by 3 into probability of x equal to 1. So just check here. So first case, first condition I am using. I am taking x equal to 2 here. See, m square into e to the power minus m divided by 2 factorial is equal to 2 by 3 into x equal to 1. So m to the power 1 e to the power minus m divided by m factorial. Simplified. Cancel this e power m you can cancel. Then simplify, you find the value of m. M square by 2 here is equal to 2 by 3 into m. 1 m I can cancel, 2 2s are 4. So m is equal to 4 by 3. Finished. Now take x equal to 0 and x equal to 3. We'll get the answer easily. So my probability of x is e to the power minus 4 by 3. M is 4 by 3 to the power x divided by x factorial. Now what you will do? You will take x equal to 0 once and you will take x equal to 3 once. So when I take x equal to 0, I will get this terms will become 1 e to the power minus 4 by 3, or that is equal to minus 0.2636, and when I take x equal to 3, I'll get 0.1041. Okay, so these are all about Poisson distribution. So my dear students, go through this binomial and Poisson distributions carefully. So your second problem will be on binomial or Poisson. Okay, so your first problem will be on which one? Discrete or continuous random variable, and your second problem will be on either binomial or Poisson distribution, and the last problem will be on normal or exponential. Okay, so this binomial and Poisson are based on discrete random variables. Okay, next part, that is normal distribution and exponential distribution, are for continuous random variables. Okay, so this is all about binomial and Poisson distributions. So if you have any doubts or any confusions in this, please contact me, my dear students. So thank you. We will meet you in the next video.